Have you thought about this? What if Donald Trump wins? I know, I'm not trying to put any bad juju into the universe. I'm really not. I'm genuinely asking. What if he wins? There are more things at stake than people can imagine. I've mentioned this little fact before, and I think it's one of the most important aspects of this election. Human birthrights are on the line. They've already taken 75% of them away from women. If Donald Trump wins, they're all gone. Making a personal and deeply difficult decision about your own body is nobody's business, especially the federal government of the United States. They definitely need to stay the out of our privacy. My point is, Roe v. Wade will disappear like a fart in the wind. Abortion rights will cease to exist in this country, the little that we have. But while we're already on the topic of Roe v. Wade and abortion, let's talk about the highest court of the land. And I'm not calling them supreme, because these human beings working in that court are far from supreme. Have you seen Brett Kavanaugh recently? Dude, he looks like he still chugs beers on the weekends. Probably a beer keg behind that black gown of his, ready at his disposal. If Donald Trump wins, he's gonna replace Thomas and Alito. Absolutely he will. And if that happens, you can officially kiss this country's ass goodbye. We're gonna become the Roman Empire 2.0. This place would be beyond cooked. They would change everything, friends. And I mean everything back to 1963. He already replaced 3 judges. He is gonna replace these 2 if he wins. That means Donald Trump has 5 federal judges in the highest court of the land that he appointed. Think about that shit. Trump said that there will be a federal abortion ban. He said that verbatim with his chest out.
They said, sir, I just think it's inappropriate for you to say. I said, well, I'm going to do it whether the women like it or not. I'm going to do it whether the women like it or not. 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 I'm going to do it whether the women like it or not.
That is the future if this wins. 23 states already banned abortion. If Trump wins, others will follow. Think about that. Is that the America that you envision? As an immigrant, and sadly the kind that Trump likes, Trump's racist and disgusting immigration policies, if you even want to call it policies, they are not just scary, but they are the focal point of how racist this man-child actually is. Especially towards Latinos and the Hispanic community, which is the community that's gonna deal with the brunt of all the bullshit that's gonna come if this lunatic wins. Mass deportations, which he promised on day 1. He'll expand ICE, increasing the number of agents for their raids. Ban entry into the country to black and brown people that are just seeking refuge. Oh! And he vows to build camps to detain these immigrants. And that's not a joke. Trump does not rule out building detention camps for mass deportations. And then when he deports everybody, he's gonna send in our military into Mexico to fight the cartel, to stop the imaginary drug problem at the southern border. Oh, you heard that correctly. A war with the cartel, using our hard-earned tax money. He wants to start a war with an ally. Somebody get their grandpa into the mental institution, please. And be glad I added a please at the end of that. Donald Trump said that if he's president, he will indict anyone that opposes him. No matter who it is, they're jailed. He'll even target journalists, people that are literally utilizing their First Amendment right. He's gonna jail them for expressing the First Amendment. But I thought conservatives loved the Constitution. While my co-writer and I were brainstorming for this, thinking about what the we're gonna put in this episode, he brought up something that I totally forgot Trump wanted to do when he's president. If Trump wins, Schedule F executive order would fully be carried out. If you're unaware of what Schedule F is, let me enlighten your little leftist mind on this Mussolini shit. In October 2020, the Trump administration issued an executive order that would have stripped protections from civil servants perceived as disloyal to the president and encouraged expression of allegiance to the president when hiring. Oh yeah, 1935 Italy, right chair. But what I feel like is a fundamentally neutral point to look at. A bipartisan perspective. A thing that we can both argue on and possibly agree to disagree. The United States economy. If Donald Trump wins, he wants to add tariffs to everything. Ruin not just our economy with that but other countries' economies as well. He wants to add trade restrictions with our biggest trader, China. Expand tax cuts and tax breaks to his billionaire friends, which he's been doing for years. We're living under the billionaire tax cut right now. And Trump's favorite thing he likes to brag about he's gonna do while he's president: end the Ukrainian-Russian war in 24 hours. Okay, that's literally not how that works, Cupcake. Please, can somebody shut this old man the up? I think it's past Trump's next Adderall dose. Somebody give this his Adderall. Now you have to understand that all of the that I just mentioned is in Project 2025, which is the blueprint for Trump's campaign. If he wins, Project 2025 will become reality. And if you don't know what Project 2025 is, just Google it. It's 900 pages of But now that we have that covered, there are two things post-election that I'm a little bit concerned about. Frankly, I'm a bit scared. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Because of the high probability of this thing becoming reality if he wins. If for some reason he croaks or just can't do the job, which he was never able to do, they're gonna put in this tubby couch imbecile. JD Vance is gonna be president. Imagine that. Holy And two, the post-election insanity that's gonna arise. You know he's gonna challenge the living out of this. He will not take no for an answer, especially if he loses to a black woman. I don't think no computes in Trump's brain. He cannot accept the fact that he's gonna lose. I fear after the election, things are gonna be worse than after 2020. If Kamala Harris doesn't win by a landslide, like this has to be a blowout for Trump to possibly not do anything about it or challenge it. But even then, bro, even then, this is gonna challenge it. Y'all know he's gonna challenge this shit. This dumb son of a dead already did a coup to overthrow the government. He lost to Joe Biden by 7 million votes. Joe Biden was an unbelievably unlikable candidate. How is the best case scenario, Joe Biden? You remember that song? Yeah, that was all of us. But guess what? We had to do what we had to do to keep Donald Trump the out of the White House. We're not gonna allow Donald Trump a second term. We didn't allow it then, and we're definitely not gonna allow it now. Here's the question of the day. Have you voted yet? If not, what the are you waiting for? We have a couple of days, friends. Democracy's hanging on by an ass hair. Get out there and vote. Please get out there and vote. And what do you think the outcome of the election is gonna be? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you there. And if you need more of my series, The Ghost Effect, check out my next video right here. And if you can, please support the channel on Patreon. I will leave those links right here and in the description below. I really hope to see you there. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos. And I am